Eufy came out with the Expert Secure System E10. This is their best security system to date. These are the main components that come inside the box. I am excluding all the power adapters and things of that nature, the wiring and stuff. That's all still in the box, but these are the main components. So we have the Eufy sign. We have the entry sensors. It comes with 2 of these. This is something you put on your doors and your windows. So if someone were to basically try to come in and it was armed with them closed, if it detects that, if these 2 separate or they separate with the window or something like that, this will trigger the alarm. Again, if it was activated with this on. We have the motion sensors right here. Comes with 1, I should say. So the key fob allows us to set it to home or away mode, disarm it, and SOS for help. We have the video doorbell. We have the indoor camera. We have the outdoor camera. The outdoor camera comes with the solar. We have the keypad, so you can arm, disarm it, ask for help from here. So this is the rear of the HomeBase Professional S1. So we have a bunch of ports in the back. We have the SIM card. This is where you connect your Ethernet to your router. We have a USB port, HDMI port, power, sync, reset, and USB-C. And then we have 4 Ethernet ports. That's 4 power over Ethernet. I mean, you can deliver power over Ethernet to your cameras, and your cameras can record directly onto this thing. It has 32 gigabytes of storage inside, and you can actually unscrew these, and there's a part right here where you can actually add up to 16 terabyte hard drive to record up to 16 terabytes of footage, which is really cool actually. This is the main keypad. It allows you to control the entire alarm system. You can also get an additional one of these if you have another door that you're entering from. So with this system, if I want to arm it, I set the pin. I just set a temporary pin just for the video, and this allows me to turn it on away mode. If I try to disable away mode without typing in the pin, it won't work. So this is a security feature where I have to type in the pin to press off. I can also set it to home mode. And with home mode, you might be wondering, well, what's the difference between home mode and away mode? Well, with different modes, you can actually disable or enable certain sensors. So with home mode, I typically disable the motion sensors because I'm home and I'm walking throughout the house. I don't want the alarm to go off. So I basically just have the entry sensors on, so in case someone comes in the place, then that can trigger the alarm. And when a door is open, it'll detect it, that thing will blink, and it'll say open. And that's what will trigger the alarm if it's in a certain mode. And then you also get this custom mode where you can set even more customizations there to say, oh, let's just say I only want half of the sensors on in the house versus the other half. So you can set that up as well. You can also arm it with this key fob by holding my away mode for 2 seconds, and then it just sets it to away after a few second delay. The same as for home, disarm, and then the red button is for the SOS. So you can actually just, if you hold this for more than 2 seconds, it'll turn on the alarm. Disarm it by holding this disarm button for 2 seconds. 2-3 seconds. You set up the device using the Eufy app, and if you have other Eufy devices, like I have the E25, which is an amazing RoboVac, it'll show up here, but this is going to show up under the security section. And if you do live in a state that currently it's offered in 34 states, I believe, and in the future they will have more states, but since I'm in California, it's not offered here. This is where I would need to go if I wanted to sign up for the subscription to have live monitoring, essentially. So these are all the devices that I have set up right now, and I'm also going to add this entry sensor just to show you guys how super simple it is to do that, because they made it really easy, and it adds really quickly. And then you also have the cameras and stuff over here. So if I click on this, it'll load up, shows me the cameras. If I want to do a pan and tilt, this is with the optional device. This is the PoE Cam S4. And then that's the doorbell, and then this is the outdoor camera. This is the one that actually comes with the Expert Secure System, and this one also has the pan and tilt, and then you could basically rotate that if you wanted to, and yeah. So I'm gonna go back. So these are your cameras. Again, you could adjust the camera options as well in there, and you can also adjust the. So let me give you guys some examples. So this kind of keeps keeps a history of what buttons were pressed, and then if you click on settings, you can actually set what you want your SOS button on the key fob to do, whether you want to call a police alarm, fire alarm, or a medical alarm. So you get options with that. And then if you want to know when the doors were open and closed, again, history of when it was open and closed, and you can also do a test device just to see if it's working or not, you know, just in case, basically. So a lot of the customization, well, pretty much all the customization is inside here. If you get an additional Siren, you can actually set that up, and you can actually control the volume, low, medium, or high. So there's essentially options. This is kind of where you go to set this up. Now, I'm going to show you guys how, and then I'll show you guys how to set it to home mode and everything like that as well. But I'm going to add this device. So I'm going to click add. I'm going to click add device. I'm going to scroll down to alarm system. I'm going to click entry sensor, and then I'm going to just pull this tab real quick so that lets the battery connect, and it says
ready to add device. Device was added successfully.
Super easy to add. And I'm gonna set this up as the outside garage door. Okay, so I'll click next. So this is gonna locate it for me, and then I'm gonna click use adhesive. So I'm gonna basically double side tape that, and then I can do start testing, and this is what I mean. So open, close, open, close. So everything's working. I can receive events, basically next, 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 done, and we're good to go. So now it's already over here. So if you go to Smart, you go to the HomeBase, you can set the alarm from here. So if I didn't want to use it with the keypad or the key fob, I can go in here with the app and then click on away. And then I can also disarm it here. And then I can set it to home mode, geofencing, and schedule. Now, here's the difference between home. So if you click on settings, it pretty much shows you, and then by the way, you can adjust the leaving delay and the entry delay as well. So how much time you have to basically turn off the alarm. And so this kind of shows you which devices are active when you're in home mode. And you'll notice that the motion sensor front door is not active, because when I'm in home mode, I don't want that to be active, because if I'm walking throughout my house, I don't want it to basically trigger and cause the alarm to go off. Whereas if it's in away mode, I do want that to be on, just in case someone opens up a door or window that doesn't have an entry sensor, the motion detector can basically see them. So you can basically customize what you want the most to do, essentially, which is really nice. The Smart Display E10 is an optional accessory that's very useful. So first of all, you can click on the live view, which will load up all your cameras. So the hardwired cameras come up faster, the solar battery powered ones come a bit slower. You can tap on it, and then you can actually access the camera and see it live as well, which is very useful. If someone rings the doorbell, it'll also show up here. And then you can also see your sensors here. If something's opened or closed, it tells you right here. And then this is your home base, and this is the optional camera. And you can, again, go live with this one if you wanted to, as well as you could see from the other view. This is a dual camera, very useful. It can also track people as well. So over here, you can also arm the system by putting it in home mode or in away mode. And so if you do that, it's going to ask you for your PIN. And then I'm going to type in the PIN, and then it's going to start arming it. It's going to give me basically a minute to exit the house, and then it's going to be good to go. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to click on disarm. And you can't disarm it without typing in the PIN, which is a really good security feature. And yeah, so it's kind of everything in one place. It's kind of like a big app kind of thing where it's like a dedicated app for this thing with its own screen. And really the most useful thing about this that I really like is the doorbell. When someone rings it, shows up right here. So I'll go ahead and do that right now just so you guys could see. So one of the useful things with this camera is that it can track me, and while it's tracking me, it also has a separate camera that stays still. So you always get that angle, the default angle, and then you also get the two other cameras. One was more of a zoomed in camera, and it actually starts to follow you. In summary, the Eufy Expert Secure System is a very good way of enhancing security throughout your home. It comes with entry sensors, it comes with a motion detector, comes with the indoor camera, pan and tilt, outdoor pan and tilt. It also comes with the doorbell, comes with the key fob, so keypad as well, obviously. And then it also, because of its support for the optional accessories, that's kind of what makes it such a good system, because of the smart display, because of the PoE cameras that you can get power over Ethernet. You can add up to 4 of those and connect to the HomeBase directly, and you can even add a 16 terabyte to the HomeBase to save all that footage, to have a lot more footage in there. Very advanced, obviously has the smoke detectors, free sensor as well, and you can get an additional siren to make it ring in different parts of your house. So just an overall very well designed to work with a lot of accessories. Obviously you could add more entry sensors, motion detectors. Oh, I should also mention for the professional monitoring, it's currently available in 34 US states, and they're basically adding more states. So I'm in California. It's not available in California yet, so I can't demo that feature, but they will also have professional monitoring as a separate subscription in case you guys are interested. So there it is. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.